He just seemed like comfortable inhabiting his body.
Like, I felt like he was trying a lot all the time.
I looked at his hands.
Oh, I'm so mean.
They looked like they were in better shape than mine.
You want to know what you're doing today?
I would love to know what I'm doing today.
Today, you're going to meet 4 people for the first time. And they're going to give us their first impressions of you, and then you're going to hear about it. How does that sound?
That sounds great. Sounds interesting.
Does that make you nervous?
A little. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. I'm Molly.
My name is Greg. I almost wore red pants too,
I
and I'm
almost
glad
wore
I
black
didn't.
pants.
Really?
What did you think of Greg?
Greg seemed nice. Not a serial killer.
She was very comfortable to speak with. I felt very much at ease. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm from the lovely land of Connecticut.
It's the Constitution state.
It is. It's also the nutmeg state. I tend to be a little bit shy and reserved, and he was a good conversationalist.
Was he funny?
I don't know.
The 2 things that she thinks you can work on. Not always going to the jokey place about superficial things.
How's your water?
And maybe your handshake.
His handshake was kind of weak. I like a firm handshake.
God, is it weird to feel like that hits right here? I don't know. Something I'll have to work on.
Hi. My name's Summer.
Greg, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
What did you think of Greg?
I genuinely enjoyed being around Greg. And I'm picky too.
How was his handshake?
Fine. It wasn't memorable. The thing I enjoyed most about Greg was just his way of being seemed to me steady and like he wasn't in a rush.
Do you always see yourself being here in New York? I think I kind of got in my head a little bit about like what to ask. I didn't handle the silences that well. I asked such a big question, like what's your goal in life? And I was like, oh, what's your biggest goal in life right now? That's why did we just like jump into the deep end? Like,
for my taste, it's like the bolder, the better. Like maybe he had something in his head he wanted to say.
Sorry.
No problem. But he was like, oh, I couldn't possibly say that. That's crazy. Like, say that shit.
She thought your best feature was that you took your time.
Oh, cool.
So what you thought was a negative was actually a positive.
It is interesting.
And she thought you could be more bold.
Ah. Hi.
Jade.
Greg, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'm glad I didn't wear I almost wore the exact same pair of black leather pants.
Yeah. Greg he tried really hard. Like, trying to remember lines. That's what I felt the entire time with him.
I almost wore red pants too,
I
and I'm
almost
glad
wore
I
black
didn't.
pants.
Really? I almost wore the exact same pair of black leather pants.
Like, I almost felt like I wasn't really speaking to him. I was speaking to something that he had created to present to me. And so I don't really feel like I was, like, getting in at all.
What are you interested in? What are you doing here in the city? What's your favorite color?
He was, like, looking at me really intently and, like, trying to be suave or whatever, but I could see him trying to do it, so it didn't work.
There was a mention about being more bold, and I think that's something that I tried to do at 1 or 2 points.
So I'm an actress and a model.
Is it too forward if I told you that I thought you were probably a model? I felt comfortable. I think she felt comfortable from what I could tell. I felt pretty good about it.
She felt that it was a little intense. Maybe you were trying a little too much.
Okay.
Maybe you can work on not leaning so hard on jokes you come up with beforehand or lines you have.
Yeah, be more in the moment.
She also said that she wouldn't mind seeing you in an edgier outfit.
For, like, a date, like, it's kind of like a fratty look, you know, with the colored button down. Give him, like, a little bit of an edginess.
God, edgier outfit. Hi.
Hi.
Greg.
Amanda, nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you, Amanda. And you were born in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, born and
Very
raised,
cool.
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I studied Spanish a little bit in high school, but no bueno.
No,
What did you think of Greg?
he seemed nice. Yeah. You know, restrained, kind of, like picking out what to ask and what I might be wanting to talk about.
What do you like to do here in the city? Like for activities, are you a soul cyclist? Are you a I don't know.
If he let his guard down a little, you'd like relate to him immediately because he seems like a really, really nice guy.
I think it went pretty well, my date with Amanda. Yeah. To hear that I should be told to let my guard down, I think it's fair and it's honest. I think there's definitely a guard that is up.
It just needs to relax a little in his own skin, I think.
I tend to overthink, overanalyze. I would like to feel more comfortable in my own skin. How I thought this experience went, I thought it was insightful.
I like a firm handshake.
Like even more fearlessness.
Things that I do that I might not pick on, but to hear from someone
He's
else.
not being completely authentic.
You just need to like, be yourself.
There's a question on the sheet. What kind of music do you think the guy listens to? Do you want to hear what those bands are?
I do want to hear what those bands are. Dave Matthews Band has got to be one of those answers.
What kind of music do you think he listens to?
Dave Matthews. Mumford and Sons.
Hosier?
He was probably sad that David Bowie died.
I was sad when David Bowie died.
Maybe when he was very, very young, he would have liked NSYNC.